we have done till Nmap. The next is something like, yes, introduction to Nessus. So, yeah, before that, do anyone have experience in installing Nessus tool? Anyone?
No.
No? Has anyone at least heard about that tool?
Heard that we have heard that about the tool, but we do not have any experience in installation.
Okay.
But I've seen in my project who we are using that. But I know the idea of the scans and attack scans
But just
from
sorry to interrupt.
procedure.
Others are also facing issues while hearing Ram voice or not. Yeah, your not voice is not either clear, and in that manner you are aware of that tool. Anyone apart from Ram?
Like it scans and it gives report that high severity and medium severity and low severity, something like that.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay. Fine. Got it. Cool. Because not wasting today's time. I guess today's session might not be for 3 hours. It completely depends upon the 43% of charging, directly proportional. Uh, Unexpectedly, there is power cut in my area. I'm not sure if it get. Yep. Let me introduce. So in this tool, like there are even various features, like more accurate. Even it gives you the output regarding the patch management, many things. And why this necess is like more important, or not only necessary now, apart from necess, as I already said, there are few more tools in the market, so they are also well and good. So likewise, everyone have their own team, but coming to necess, they have a little bit strong team. And yes, whatever the things uh, in backend, there is a separate team which is working on it. Let's assume that if a vulnerability comes in picture, immediately they do it automation and they put it in Nessus for scanning. If you have remembered WannaCry, Log4j, recent I am talking about, likewise. So every scan types of template will be updated in the Nessus on priority basis. Same applies to Qualys, same applies to so in Nessus also there are different versions when it comes Nessus Manager, Scanner, Nessus Expert, Nessus Essential, Nessus Professional, etc. One or two more. So yes, even in Nessus there are different flavors, I can say. So this is a tool. And if is anyone aware of Nessus? What I can say, Nessus cost. Is anyone aware? Yes or no?
No.
Around 6 lakhs, I think.
Let us see. It's in dollar. Okay. Here it's in dollar. So you said 6 lakhs. That is in general, I guess. So it all depends again on subscription. So this is in US dollars. Let me change to INR. Can you see this? 3,45,000. So you said 6 lakhs. I guess that will be either 2 years of subscription or add-on support, etc. So simply I can say more than 3 lakhs in rough figure. More than 3 lakhs is for like this tool. Now even in this pricing differs from like version to version. So Nessus has some different flavors also. If we can see, Nessus has different packages. Even like we have our own packages. Yes, even they have their own packages. Now you can see here. This is the same. This is for Nessus Pricing Pro. You need to go in depth and check all those. But yes, different things. There are little bit different package. But yes, in short, I can say around $3,000. $3,000 will be the Nessus cost. So this is like costly tool, and which is also widely tool used by many organizations. Even if you have this, Nessus is a product of Tenable, and there is tenable.io. Even you can go there and have a little bit more information about it, etc. regarding that. So this is a little introduction, not interested more introduction history when it was there. That you can also do Google. Now, going to the next, the what Nessus vulnerability scanner is going to include, like it can scan your network devices, like it can scan your when I say network devices, it can scan your Juniper, Cisco, different types of firewalls, even printers also. Coming to virtual host, like we put VMs, right? We install VMs, so ESX, ESXi, etc. Even it scans the virtual host. Operating systems, you can see like Windows, Mac, Linux, Solaris, iOS, etc. Even it can scan all types of operating system. Not only operating system, but yes, even it can scan database also. Now coming to database supported, there might be some database which are, but yes, I guess 95% of the database it is going to scan. Very rare, I guess, where you might face some issues. And yes, as I already said, Nessus team will be back at working. In coming couple of months, they might include that also. So yes, coming to database, Oracle, MS SQL, DB2, etc. Everything it is going to scan. Not only database, but also like someone already disclosed, yes, web applications, there will be a functionality, web application it is scanning. But remember that web application scan will not be the like in-depth scan. That will only scan from the black box perspective. I guess if gray box also, but that will not be in that one. But yes, it will give you the results where it will give you some OAuth stopped and vulnerabilities. You can trust out of 100%, 40% in Nessus scanning in web application. Still 60%, there are some different tools like Burp Suite and etc. where you will get some interesting bugs. Even in Burp Suite also not, but yes, manually you will get much more. So this is how. Next, installing Nessus on different platforms. So now the question will come in the mind, like in which platforms can I install Nessus on my Windows? Can I have Linux, I have Mac, I have etc. So yes, from 2008, Vista, 12, 7, Windows 8, 10, 11, or whatever the next version, yes, Nessus is supported on the, I can say in single shot, cross platforms. All the cross platforms, there are different files available. You need to go, let me show, like if I go and say Nessus download, I will, when I click, there are bunch of platforms, okay, from even Amazon Linux, or from Debian to Fedora to RHEL. Am I audible, right? My network, I'm getting the errors and unstable. Am I audible?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, you are audible.
Thanks. I got some pop-ups like your network is unstable. So yes, even in Linux, like you can see here, Ubuntu, Windows. So you can see you are getting right on all cross platforms. Nessus download will be available. If you go select something like Linux, you will get some Linux files. Okay, all those stuffs. So yes, Nessus is supported. So you can go here and you can download the Nessus. The next point, scanning. So now see these slides I will be covering little bit verbally, but yes, everything I will be going to discuss in the practical part. So coming to scanning. Scanning, like configuration includes, like there are scan prerequisites. You can configure a policy. Even in scanning, you can do Nessus credential scan and non-credential scan. There are few scan configurations that needs to be set before scanning. After that, you will get the scan will get execute and you will get the results. So this is like a normal flow where while using the Nessus, you will undergo with these phases. You will be checking the prerequisites, then you will be configuring the policy. While configuring the policy, either it might be credential or non-credential. In either of the cases, then you will go to the next, change some scan configuration. Then you will get some execution will go, and then you will get the results. So this is how the scanning phase goes on. Okay, next, scan prerequisites. When I say scan prerequisites, try to understand one thing. For example, from here, whatever I'm talking about mostly real time. So if you have anything, you can interrupt or ask questions. Assume that this was my Windows server or laptop or whatever it might be. So this is some Windows. Now, I am using my laptop here. This is my laptop. Nessus tool is installed here. Okay. Nessus tool is installed here. Nessus is installed here. This is my target. Okay. Target. This is my target. Nessus is installed here. Now, while installing, like this is connected all into a network. Assume that we are into one network. Now, while reaching, how many people are aware of hops? What the term hops means? Anyone? Network hops.
Number of routers in between.
Correct.
Points.
Or number of not only routers, to make more specific, like clear, you can say number of devices. Because it might be router, switch, or anything. Gateway. So yes, number of devices in between. For example, if in between your target and you, there is nothing, direct connection, your scanning will be a little bit more fast and accurate, and like things will go very good. It will go as smooth as possible. Because secondly, if any issue is coming with the thing, you have only two cases. Either there is issue with your system or Nessus, or else there is issue with the target. No question like something is blocking somewhere, my packet is dropping somewhere, the gateway is down, getting. So at that time, figuring out that issues will become like hectic task, because there your talent of troubleshoot comes. Okay. So for black box, nothing, we don't recommend anything, you can still do, because as it is a black box. But gray box, if that will be, if you are into same network, in the same LAN segment, then that will be really helpful, and that is like recommendable also. So that is only the reason to, because while working, you have some strict deadlines with 10 days, 15 days, you have to reach the target. So in that, like, you prefer the best way for the best output. So yes, assume that if there is a firewall in between it, now what will be the headache? This firewall, obviously this is going to block. This firewall is will be going to block. Now what you should do, you should go whitelist your something, create some firewall rules. After creating firewall rules, also not sure whether each and everything is allowed. And after doing everything, also if there are some other devices, like switch or anything, then that whether this firewall or this switch will handle that load or not, whether your network have such bandwidth or not, all these headaches will come in picture. And assume that if this will go down, whoever is connected to this device or this switch, everyone's work will get hampered. Then they will say stop the activity, don't scan after office hours. These headaches will come in picture. Okay. Because while scanning, you don't you what I can say, Nessus is going to send a big load, huge number of packets, that complete bandwidth will get flooded if possible. Once it is flooded, yes, complete entire network will go down, and then those headaches and hectic tasks will come in picture. So that is the case. For that reason, what it is recommended, direct connectivity without a firewall. So what actually it is there, like there should not be any blocking device, IDS, IPS, or anything in between your target receptor. So what is the thing, like what will be the case? For example, if this is the network and here there are like 5 systems which are you need to scan. So technically you should be here only in this network, then you should scan. Am I clear? You can scan from here also, but by scanning from here, there will be some other devices, gateway, from everywhere you will get some headaches, check-in points. So you should figure out and troubleshoot how to, why it is blocking. If there is some policy created, then you should disable that policy. For that, disabling that policy, it is not our home. It's an organization. Then yes, if it is an organization, then there will be a lot of approvals, headaches, stuffs. For that reason, you should be in that network. So direct connectivity without firewall. Okay. The second one, scan based target system. So this is what, like if you are performing black box scan. So what earlier I said, can anyone answer this? If I am performing black box and gray box, what is the difference?
No need to log in.
No need to log in what? In which?
Somewhere where you want to scan.
Yeah, so no need to log in black box or gray box. That is I'm talking.
Black box.
Black box.
Black box. Black box.
Correct. And in gray box, we require credentials. That's it. Now, one more add-on here. Which credentials you require? Admin and domain credentials, I can say. Like top level credentials. There will be an option like there is a local user, guest user, local admin. And if that system is in domain, then for scanning, you require domain credentials only. Am I clear? This will be confusion for freshers or someone who has no idea. Because what is domain credentials? How many people did not get when I said domain credentials? Anyone? If you say, then I will cover that part.
Yeah.
Or else I will move on.
Yes, sir. Kindly, like, I couldn't understand this one.
Okay. So, for example, when I say domain, okay, that comes only with like Windows. For example, have you heard about AD, Active Directory?
Yes.
Yes,
sir,
yes, sir. Sir, I have mentioned many times.
Yeah. So AD, for example, if you have an AD, okay, so every system will be configured in AD. Okay, for example, if every system is configured in AD, if you go into your office, you are 10 people, you 10 people are sitting in the office, and if all these 10 systems are configured in AD, then you are aware, right? You can take any system and log in with your credentials. Am I clear? If your laptops are in AD, then not only in your system, with your AD credentials, you can pick any random laptop and you can log in. That is the scenario. But if these laptops are not in AD, then this won't be the case. Like for logging into the different credentials, you will be requiring the different login different laptops, you will be requiring different credentials. Okay. So this is some Active Directory. So this you call it as like domain. If it is a domain, you will have some domain abc.com. So that abc.com, for that domain, it will be in AD and it will have some AD credentials, domain credentials. Okay. So now, so I am picking this one laptop. So you know how many ways you can log in into this is you can log in with your user something.com. At the same time, you can log in with AD credentials. You can log in with you can also log in this for this point. Working people can like know more better. How many people are?
Sir, your voice is breaking, sir.
Oh, voice is breaking. Okay.
Yeah, voice is breaking.
Now, is it breaking now?
Now it's clear.
No, it's clear.
It's clear, but
Breaking
in
is
between, like
between.
most of the time, in between, like
how many people like working people are like face enter some other credentials and he log in and check.
Local credentials or local admin.
Like Pawan Kumar is using. An IT guy will, what he is going to do is, he will come, first he will check, try to see all the settings. If he is not able to figure out, then he will sign off from that. Directly he will log in either with his own credentials or local admin. It happens. Okay. So your laptop, so in organization, your laptops are configured in such a way that not only with one credentials, you can log in with 2 or 3 credentials. One will be normal user, one then will be local admin, next level, high level, then high level user will be AD credentials. AD is like top level credentials. Now you are getting my point. So for scanning, you require top level of credentials only. That if that laptop is in domain, then you require domain credentials. If that laptop is not in domain, then you require local admin credentials. So that is what I was trying to say. Okay. So that is the scan based. And if you are doing black box, no need of headache because directly you can go and scan. Okay. Next, one thing also that is mandatory. For example, if I am doing a project, then yes, we need to communicate or update the client a scanning window. So what exactly the scanning window means, like I am going to scan the IPs from morning 9 o'clock to 6 o'clock. After 6 o'clock, it is not allowed. Or you will get a scanning window of 24 hours into 7 days or full. So this is a scanning window and this should be updated because you know what happens sometimes. What happens sometimes is, for example, this is a company. Again, this scenario, only working people are like more aware. Friday or Friday, if they are working on Saturday or Sunday, these 3 days, most of the time, backup team is going to work. Are you aware? Backup team. Is anyone aware?
Yes, I am aware.
Yes. So working people like so what basically this backup team will do, you know, after doing everything, they copy those server data into a backup server. They do these works. So you know, so there is a predefined time for backup team. Like backup team will not work for 7 days. Either they will work on Friday. It depends organization to organization, how big it is, how it manage. If it is very big, then yes, they work for 7 days also, and but not 7 days on same server. Today on one server, to all or other location, next day on other location, likewise. So there is a backup team that is going to work. And if you are aware, so I am talking about one backup team, and the second one, development team. You know, there is a development team also which will do some developments and they will push updates in the staging server. Correct? Example, facebook.com. I have introduced a new button. Assume that there is no like button in Facebook. So I went, the development team went and they have introduced a new button, like button. So directly they are staging environment or testing environment. So in that environment, they are going to push it. Okay. Firstly, so what is going to happen, you know, so development team, after creating a functionality, development team, after creating any random functionality, they are going to push the updates into the servers. Now assume that you are doing scanning and development team is not aware. Okay, so if you are scanning, then there is a chance like your task might interrupt backup team also, development team also, network will go down, or data might get deleted, data might altered, anything can happen unusually, unpredictable. So to avoid such type of issues, scanning window is necessary or mandatory. Like when it comes to testing, you will be telling that what is the scanning window, you will be asking. So scanning window is something like client will say, no, you can work like uh, from Monday to Friday, don't scan on Saturday and Sunday. You are not allowed because our other team will be using that service. They will be pushing updates or they will be checking. There will be QA testing. There will be development team working or there will be backup team working, etc. So this is how, I could have said scanning window and I could have moved on. But why I have tell you this consequence? Because a real time incident will only make you aware. So this is how it becomes critical. Assume that tomorrow you went and client said don't scan on Saturday. You went and you scanned on Saturday. Logs will get created, and on Saturday some incident happened. Now assume it did not happen because of you. Okay, Saturday you went, client did not said don't scan, but you have a project for 1 month. You said let me scan on Saturday. What is going to happen? What will anyone will do for me? So nothing. See, if your luck is good, you are on the safe zone. But assume that on that Saturday some unexpected happened, and due to which there was some alert also or anything happened. Okay, now while investigation, if they found that from your server it was scanning, then they will take a probability that yes, we said don't scan on Saturday, you went and scanned on Saturday, due to which we are facing these issues. So unnecessary headache will divert to your head. So be very careful in corporate with this. If they said no, don't go and scan, that's it. So because sometimes there are some criminal minds, we will scan, who is going to see? But remember, if something happens on that day, logs will be checked, everything will be checked, and if they check that logs created from your server, then yes, you will be in trouble. So that is the case. Next, apart from that, we also recommend that, or we should recommend that you should take backup of all the systems, okay, with all the configurations, because if sometime something or some unexpected thing might happen, so at least they have their own backups. They have their own backups. They can restore the server. They can run their business. But assume that while scanning, if you are also not aware, because this is network, anything can happen. For example, you take the current scenario only. I'm using the Wi-Fi or whatever it is. Network went down for next 30 seconds or 50 seconds. I cannot go and complain to that company, right? Why that 1 minute? It happens as it is a network. So while scanning also, anything can happen. Anything. Sometimes that data get corrupted. Now it's corrupted, still you go and complain. So separate investigation will be there and that will take process. But if there is a backup, at least they will raise a ticket. Even you will be on the safer side. They will be on the safer side. At least you will also get a good experience. And if they have backup, they can continue their business. They can clean that, or they can immediately set up some other server, push all those backup, and they can start. So backup is mandatory. Next, last thing, updating the Nessus plugins. This will be covered last, where like how many people are aware of Patch Tuesday? Patch Tuesday. You should be aware. Anyone? AG, Pavan, Alam, Ajay, Anurag, Kishore.
Sir, can you please repeat the question?
Patch Tuesday.
Patch Tuesday is for Microsoft. I think on every second Tuesday, Microsoft is releasing patches.
Correct. So every second Tuesday, yeah, someone else is telling.
So it is usually used to refer to the some patches are released like Microsoft, Adobe, or Oracle patches will be released.
Correct.
So that is Patch Tuesday.
Yes, you people are correct. So Patch Tuesday is something like every, you see here. In
So this question
every
is out of syllabus, but can you please tell any software to manage the patches for WSOS? Any external software?
that there are many things uh, to manage this. That is headache only, to be frank. That should
Yes,
be
yes,
manually.
even WSOS is not giving exact reports sometimes. Like we can see 2 reports only updating, and one more is there.
You can use this one, this Nessus, because
Right.
I will be showing it.